Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. Now we have a really special one for you. We're heading 18 miles offshore of Roatan to go dive the Cayos Cochinos Seamounts, and they were awesome. And what do you think of them when you were diving?
I thought they were really cool. You could see the mainland on the other side, which was really cool, and also the Roatan aggressor was diving there, so clearly there's something that's good to see there. So we'll show you some clips of that.
Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. The marine life was incredible, schooling fish, and it's some of the best diving and healthy marine life and reef in Roatan. So let's go and explore that.
Whoop whoop! Seamount time!
Let's jump in. Morning, Trouble. Morning, Christina. How are you?
Morning, Mark. How are you?
I'm good.
$32?
Yep.
34 meters.
Yeah.
Could be anybody.
After we got our tanks analysed and everything was ready to leave, we started the journey to head 18 miles offshore of southwest Roatan, and the race was on to see who could get to the Seamounts first between the two Roatan dive boats. Current's picked up. It's cold. You're in your bear. It looked like it was freaking your nose. When we finally arrived, we had a bit of a surface swim at the beginning because of the currents. We had to reach the drops of the anchors to make the dive sites. The currents were starting to pick up. We were 18 miles offshore, we were very close to mainland Honduras, and we were told this is some of the best diving in Roatan. Well, we're in Cayos Cochinos, but some of the best diving available you can do. And we were dropping in and we were amazed. We were diving the two seamounts. This was the first dive, and the marine life on this reef was phenomenal. There was fish everywhere. We had schools of porkfish and schoolmasters. We had web birdfish. We also had butterfly fish, banded and also four-eyed. There was fish everywhere on this dive site, and what was really nice to see is the reef was a lot healthier than mainland Roatan. The reason why is stony tissue coral loss disease, which is really devastating the Caribbean at the moment, has only just reached the seamounts. But this is a brutal disease that's spreading through the Caribbean at the moment, and has severely impacted a lot of the reefs. We've seen this throughout the Caribbean, and there is treatments, they are working on this, but we were in an area where it hasn't really hit yet, and we're able to see the reef in all its glory. And with the currents picking up, I came across a big school of Barracuda, and what was awesome is they're facing into the current, and I could go up next to them and be part of the clan with them, bit at the school, and just relax and just swim around them. There must have been about 30, 40. It was awesome. But we're just finishing up the first dive on the first seamount, and we're just about to head up for our surface interval.
They were wearing like electric vests. Oh, good heating. Yes. Yes. I had one of those in Galapagos. And it punches a hole through his boot just like that and into his foot. I was like, maybe that happened to you.
What was awesome was Roatan Divers brought snacks out, and they had so much food for everyone to eat during the surface interval, which was awesome because all of us were a bit hungry and they had so much food to feed everyone. And after the first awesome dive on the first seamount, we went to a second one, S40, and we were expecting amazing things to happen again. Holly is buzzing, she's excited. Now these seamounts are 18 miles offshore, and what's so cool about them is they are pinnacles that come out, well, it's in the name, seamounts, underwater mountains coming up. Now the top of them is around about 40 to 35 feet depending on which ones you do, and then they slowly drop off like mountains on the sides to depth, and you can get 100 plus feet easily at these dive sites if you wanted. But we were just cruising along, seeing what we could find on the reef. You can see there's very little algae buildup. There's so much to see. The reef's looking in good condition here, and everyone is loving the dives. And Holly is like, look at this. The reefs are awesome here. And we come across a massive king crab. And this is one of the most curious, friendly Nassau groupers I have ever come across. Look at the way he kept bumping into me, come and see me. I don't know if he thought I had lionfish on me and he was going to steal it from me or I was going to feed it to him. I didn't. But he kept coming up to divers looking for something. And the way he just faced off with Holly, I'm just like, that's cool. And Holly's like, wow, that's awesome. And as we were just moving around the dive site, this grouper just kept coming back for more and more. He just harassed us for the last 15 minutes dive, and then a few of his friends turned up as well and came as well for us. As you can see, here comes another one. Under the divers. Just not even scared or intimidated, and just kept coming back and just chilling around divers and facing off them. I was loving this dive. This was one of the best dives we did in Roatan. And if any of you ever head to Roatan to go dive, I'd recommend doing a trip out to Cayos Cochinos Seamounts with Roatan Divers. They run a great trip out there, it's so much fun, the crew are awesome, and you have an utter blast. But I really hope you guys enjoyed coming out and exploring these awesome seamounts 18 miles offshore with friendly Nassau groupers, schooling Barracuda, and so much more marine life. But as always guys, stay to the end, and we'll catch you on the flip side for the next dive.
Hey, how are you? Woo. You enjoy that?
I did. Although that one fish, I'm like, dude, give me the fish.
The Nassau grouper.
We tried to fish off that other guy in that other group. Here, I was trying to get him to put it in a container here, and I couldn't get it. Oh, hell, then he was just swinging two spears around. I was like, okay.
How was that, Stamps?
That was a good dive.
How was it?
Awesome.